right, we are here from Rosie, Montgomery County Council. Thank you all so much for joining us this afternoon for our discussion regarding state legislative session. We, of course, are once again joined by representatives from the Office of Intergovernment Relations and Ms. Melanie Winger and her team. I'll turn it over to Ms. McCartney-Green to walk us through the packet.
Thank you, Council President, and good afternoon, Council members. Today for our discussion, in collaboration with OIR, Council staff has prepared a chart with specific bills for review and for the Council to take position on. After that, I know Ms. Wegner has a list of bond initiatives that if the Council is looking for update can also provide that information as well. With that, I'll start with our chart and just go through each bill succinctly. Okay, so House Bill 981, Housing and Community Development, Expansion of Affordable Housing, County Grants, sponsors Delegate Wilkins and Delegate Charles. This falls under our County Council priority of housing, and so this bill would require the State Department of Housing and Community Development to provide one-time grants to 3 counties with the highest cost of living to be used to expand affordable housing program. And so DHCA will be required to develop a formula to allocate the funds to the selected counties based on the relative percentage difference between the cost of living in the counties. Now, the specific counties have not been mentioned in the legislation, but we are aware that Montgomery County is has one of the highest percentages of cost of living. So we do expect that this bill would benefit and support the county and its resources for affordable housing. So Council staff does recommend the Council support House Bill 983.
Right, I don't see any comments from colleagues on this particular item, so I think without objection, we support the staff recommendation for this measure and thank Delegate Wilkins for her leadership on this.
Our next bill falls under the county's priority for child care, and so it's House Bill 993, Senate Bill 919, Child Care Capital Support Revolving Loan Fund, established. Delegate Ebersole and Solomon and Senator King are the sponsors. The bill would create a child care capital support revolving loan fund in the Maryland State Department of Education to provide no interest loans for capital expenses for child care providers who participate in the Child Care Scholarship Program. And so this is including up to $30 million non-specified funds spread over the fiscal years of 2024 and 2026. Specifically, the funds can be used for acquisition, expansion, renovations, new constructions. And the bill prioritizes loan allocation to providers that are located in rural communities, underserved communities, or areas designated by MSDE as child care deserts or lacking child care slots. Council staff recommends that the Council support House Bill 993, Senate Bill 919.
Councilmember Navarro.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm just wondering, Ms. McCartney-Green, does it distinguish between centers and family child care programs, or is it just, is it all inclusive?
That's a good question. I didn't see a distinction. I'm not sure if someone from OIR has any other further information or if there's further delineation in the bill.
Councilmember Navarro, I believe it includes all child care providers, including child care family homes.
Thank you.
Thank you for that question. And I'll just note, meeting our private sector part of the way is important and consistent with legislation that Councilmember Navarro and I co-led to provide a grant program for small local businesses to be able to provide a matching amount, which helps us remain competitive. And it's in that vein that this bill is as well. So I think this is great. So without objection then, we will support this measure as well as recommended by staff.
Thank you. We'll move on to House Bill 995, Senate Bill 920, Early Childhood Development Child Care Scholarship Program alterations, also sponsored by Delegate Solomon and Senator King. This also falls under the Council's priority for child care. And so this bill would create a presumptive eligibility process, enabling individuals seeking to access the state child care scholarship program to receive a child care subsidy before and during the eligibility determination process. This bill would provide medical care and other services to county residents that are also currently being served by the Maternity Partnership Program and Care for Kids. Council staff also recommends support for House Bill 995, Senate Bill 920.
Seeing no comments from colleagues, without objection, we support the staff recommendation here as well.
And lastly, aligning with our child care priority, House Bill 1100 and Senate Bill 806, child care providers and employees bonuses introduced by Delegate Queens and Solomon and Senator King. And so this bill would require a $16 million appropriation to MSDE in the fiscal year of 2024 to be used for child care provider and an incentive to provide employee bonuses as well. And so council staff does recommend support of House Bill 1100, Senate Bill 806.
Without objection, we support that one as well.
Moving along to our priority under education, House Bill 1290, Education, Public School Construction, Funding, and Administration, introduced by Delegate McIntosh. And so this bill reflects the statutory changes to the state school construction program that were recommended by the Maryland General Assembly Work Group on the assessment and funding of school facilities, which concluded its work in December. And so the bill reflects recommendations generally related to the school facility assessment, gross area baselines, the cost share formula and funding incentives for school systems, and the school construction revolving loan fund. And so council staff recommends to support House Bill 1290.
Chairman of our Education and Culture Committee, Chairman Rice, would like to say a few words about this one. Chairman Rice.
Well, thank you very much. And thank you, Ms. McCartney Green. I really want to thank Ms. Winger for her great work in working with the bill sponsor on this. This is something that, for my colleagues, also is Maryland Association of Counties priority for us. Certainly when we can garner additional flexibility when it comes to, as well as additional support when it comes to school construction funds. This is incredibly important. Ms. Winger, I did just want to let you know that I just had a meeting this morning with Montgomery County Public Schools about some potential additional amendments that we might be able to move forward with, and really want to thank you for reaching out to inquire about some of the ways in which we might be able to continuously adjust the bill to make it beneficial, not only for Montgomery County, but for folks across the state. And so I'll have some of those for you a little bit later on this afternoon so that we can have those before the committee hearing, which I know is on the 1st. I'll also be bringing this up with Brianna January, who's our staff member for MACO, who's responsible for working with the committee as well, because we think that these amendments would not only serve Montgomery County, but all of the jurisdictions who are really focusing on a lot of other things outside of just the construction of new buildings, which is, of course, when we're looking at a lot of the substantive treatments that we need to do to some of our aging facilities. And so from that standpoint, I look forward to working with you, but really want to thank you again, Ms. Winger, for reaching out to my office, reaching out to us to really figure out how best we can make sure that this bill gives us everything we need moving forward, understanding the tight constraints that we're in regarding our spending affordability guidelines, as well as just general affordability when it comes to debt service and some of the challenges that we face in making sure that our school systems can continue to support our kids. So thank you very much for that. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. And I just want to let you know that there was an internal meeting that took place with the group that had met over the summer to talk through the bill. And there were people from the school system that were on there. So I already did alert our folks on Appropriations Committee that while we're very supportive of almost everything in the bill, there are some things that probably could use a little bit of help. And so my guess is our lists are going to be similar, so I'm looking forward to receiving it. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Councilmember Navarro.
Thank you, Mr. President. I was just wondering, Mr. Chairman Rice, whether we could see those amendments, given that obviously if it's going to affect Montgomery County, I think the council, it would be important for us to be just familiarized with what is being proposed.
Absolutely. The second we get those from transmitted from MCPS, which we hope will be later on this evening, we'll make sure that that's forwarded to you, as well as, in general, what we do is we try and get that to us as a council, normally the Education and Culture Committee, but we'll send it to the entire council. And then also when it comes to MACo as well, and making sure that they're aware also. So as soon as we get those from the school system, we'll share those with you.
So then I guess, given there may be some amendments sort of on the floor, but it sounds fairly straightforward in terms of not impacting the overall recommendations. I don't see any other comments from colleagues. I think without objection, we can follow the staff recommendation, but then the follow-up is checking out those amendments.
Sounds good, Council President. Moving on to House Bill 1080, Senate Bill 778, Maryland Medical Assistance Program, Children and Pregnant Women, Healthy Babies Equity Act, introduced by Delegate Pena-Menelik and Senator Lamb. And so this falls under our Healthcare Council priority. And so this bill would require the Maryland Medical Assistance Program, Medicaid, to provide comprehensive medical care and other healthcare services to non-citizen pregnant women who would otherwise qualify for Medicaid, except for their immigration status, and to their children up to the age of 1 year old. These bills would provide medical care and services to county residents who are also currently being served under the Maternity Partnership Program and Care for Kids. Council staff recommendation for the bill is support.
Yeah, if I could raise my hands twice here, I would. I really do want to publicly thank Delegate Pena-Menelik for her leadership on this and that of her colleagues. This is absolutely in the public's health interest, and obviously for these families who are experiencing crisis like are hard to imagine. Councilmember Jawando had his hand up on this. Councilmember Jawando.
Oh, I was just raising my hands with you. I agree 100%. And I know you had mentioned this the other day about a related topic, but the baby bond idea, which has been done other places. And I think this is in line with that. We have to be supporting these families, and I hope we can do something similar. I want to actually talk to you more about that, but we were looking into something similar. But yes, I think this is absolutely critical, and really appreciate the delegate pushing it forward. So thank you.
Thank you. So then without objection, we support this one as well.
Okay, and our last bill for today is House Bill 1013, Senate Bill 893, Public Safety, Safer Communities Fund and Task Force Establishment, sponsored by Delegate Wilkins and Senator Smith, and this falls under our public safety priority. And so this bill would establish a Safer Communities Fund and task force that aligns with national efforts to reorient public safety and promote investments in non-carceral strategies for safety. And so it provides a non-lapsing fund that would be created to provide local grants to support mental health crisis response teams, safety, infrastructure, and other efforts to prevent a police response to low-level crimes and non-criminal indecencies. Council staff recommendation is to support House Bill 1013, Senate Bill 893.
See a lot of shaking heads, so without objection, we support this one as well.
Council President, that concludes our bill review for today. Mel, I'm not sure if you wanted to review the local bonds or had updates there to share with the council.
I really don't. I'd just like to note that the 90-day session is just slightly over halfway complete. So there's a lot of activity. The House last week moved their cannabis package off of the House floor. The budget is moving quickly. The Senate budget will be out on the Senate floor on the 14th. Obviously, it's a big year for the budget. So things are moving along. We've also attached, just for your information, all of the local bond initiatives that have been introduced so far. And what we will do too, something that I had on a separate list, was just let you know of all of those bond initiatives that have been introduced on behalf of nonprofits and things, libraries and things in the county, where on the sheets that they've submitted about the financing for their projects, the county has been named as part of that financing package. So I'll send that on separately. And that's really what's going on here. And I'm glad to answer any types of questions.
Just a question for our team. Ms. McCartney Green, obviously we've begun the CIP discussions within committee sessions. I know we're going to update in real time those bond measures within those committee sessions, but I just request that we have those in advance so that they're highlighted so that we can make sure that they're discussed in the appropriate way in committee and prevent any surprises when we get to full council.
Okay, Council President, I've noted that.
Thank you. Colleagues, any questions of Ms. Winger and her team? Going once, going twice. All right, thank you all very much for this update. And with that, this legislative session review is adjourned.